Ah. Mm. 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 I said 6 o'clock. I'm a hot mess, okay? It's not. No, I said 5:30, right? Yeah, I did. My apologies, folks. My apologies. All right. First, let's get some good music going on, and then we shall get to drawing. Actually, I'm quite lazy today, but I'm always lazy every day. And it's a good thing. Let's see. We're on 16, and today is 23. 23, 23, 23, 23. Okay. And then, what's that song called? Say Royalty Free Planet. I think it's Royalty Free Planet. I think it's called. Yes, it is You. Play on. Let's shuffle play. And that's pretty good. Switching accounts. All right. I'll be here for about maybe an hour and get towards. There you go. All right. Hello, gentle folks. This is Cetriya, Cetriya, and I think about now we're going to do my Inktober catch up, get to sketching all of this, get to drawing. And maybe you might learn something from it. So, see, we're on 17 to 23, but I don't think I'm going to do all 23. I may cut this short and do another stream again, probably Wednesday midday. So we'll do 17 and 18. See, 19, 20. So 4. We'll do 4. We'll do 4. And right now I think I'm going to do an original character because I think lately I've been itching to do that. So just a lazy Sunday afternoon. Been super lazy. Well, no, I haven't. I've been more like tired, kind of burnt out thing. Actually, it's warm, right? So let's do a little warm take. and having some fun here. Let's go pick you. Okay. All right. Hello and welcome in. I'm doing some original characters. I'll probably do like 4 of them. It's a chill, quiet stream. Of course, if you have anything to ask about, you can do that too. But I think I'm going to do a little bit of winter. It's still relatively warm, I think, even for those up north, right? You guys are still kind of, it's still kind of like pretty warm. So let's give her a belt. Right now, I'm just doing some original characters on the spot here. I'm just enjoying this. I will say, like, getting back into doing some of the drawings, even when I don't feel like it, because, like, you just have to show up, right? And it's too easy for me to just not do anything. So I'm glad about this. And it's not like a lot of people come in. But it's just good to have like a routine that forces you to break out of it, you know? Let's make it here. All right. And just kind of get you to get things done, you know? Maybe it's a little bit too bright. Let's see if I can go down a little bit closer. There you go. I think that'll be it. All right. I gave her pretty big ears, huh? Okay. Should I give her a bit bigger head? Man, I don't know. I think it's just a Sunday. Like on Sundays, you just kind of like, I don't want to do anything, you know? You chilling before the week starts. So you're like, I'm unfocused, I'm unmotivated. I would say unless I'm not feeling well, Tuesdays seem to be like my better days. So get myself an hour into drawing. Okay, let's see what kind of ink pen is this. I always forget what my like. Oh, this is a pretty good one. Okay. But yeah, like Sundays do that. Like literally I came from watching really useless YouTube videos, a mix about Japan, because I do want to get just get myself geared up to go to Japan. But other times it's just like random things that are happening in the world, you know? On the one hand, it's like, yeah, it's good to stay informed. Another the time, it's like, I'm just passing time by because I'm being lazy. But honestly, I was really tired this week. Like, I've been having, I think, 1 or 2 days where I was just sleeping for like a good 9+ hours, you know? So I think I am definitely going through a sense of mental burnout more so. And some might think it's because you're doing a lot of work. I don't think it's so much as doing a lot of work. I think it's so much as doing a lot of stuff that you personally are not interested to do, but you have to like kind of like motivate yourself somehow. And the constant motivating yourself to do something is where I feel like you get the burnout. Because if you find some level of satisfaction in what you do, you might be tired, right? You need to rest, but it's not the same as straight up being burnt out. And ironically, I think I'm at a point where if I do more of something, of something that I like, it might help versus me just laying down. Because I kid you not, like I'd sleep for 9, 10 hours and then I'm like, oh, I still feel, you know, not really rested. And it's because mentally I'm not rested. You know what I mean? Like physically, I'm all right. But mentally, I wish I could, you know, be capable of controlling more of what um I of my time basically. Okay. I gave her very model like I don't know. I've been looking at a bunch of like models. Even though I'm not into the whole model culture thing, I'm not. Um just sometimes, it pops up if I look up like morning routines or stuff like that, or if I look up stuff for my job, like what's trending. So it's just been funny, like unconsciously my work end up looking more like model, I guess more like fashion illustration, like. All right. Let's add in some blacks. I do promise you guys how to draw fur in leather. So I will eventually do that. It just end up not being like exactly for Inktober, but it'll help you guys. So hopefully you find it helpful. All right. I will say when you do these challenges, you sometimes forget that how to do certain things and you just like reminded yourself how to do them. So yeah. I'm very much a not today, and then eventually becomes a not this week, and then not this month, and not this year, and then, and you don't want to wake up like years go by and be like, man, I should have, could have done a, would have kind of thing. So I'm at a point where I've did too many not todays, and, today still, tomorrow is come. So you got to get yourself to, okay, see, I adjusted her shoulders. Gave her. It's so funny. I should turn my desk back the other way because everything is in shade, in shadow. Sorry. I'll probably change my bed and desk orientation. But you'll have to forgive me. Ugh. Mm. I've been really thinking about how I do want to very much like settle myself up north, and sometimes you make the mistake of the impression that if you move around or if you do something else or something that'll be better. Not at least it's something you're doing something else, so there's a good possibility of it being better at least than just being stuck in one place and not knowing what will happen. But got me a smaller pen right here. Did it dry out? Oh no, it just needed to be warmed up. Okay. But no, really, I might end up doing like a webcomic this coming year. I might. I know which one of my stories I want to work on. Let's give her a little lip gloss. Final line sketch. Ah, this one's too soft. Oh, this is extra soft, so let's go with the other one. But no joke, though, I do want to kind of sleep. There you go. Of course, if you're only catching the live stream later, hopefully it's a chill one for you. Okay. And let's just do an abstract. There you go. And end it. Yeah, I did pick which one I wanted to work on, because like the story came to me. The story's been in my head for a while. I've drawn the characters for it in one of the Inktober's. It's just more like I didn't want to write myself in a corner. So my biggest thing with webcomics is really just getting to the point of what I think would be a cool story. And lately I've read enough webcomics in general understanding personally, like what I prefer, what I like, and realize that I really should just have fun with it. I shouldn't like overdo it, you know? There you go. So I know which one I'm going to do, and it covers a lot of my strength without, so I won't feel like I'm shy in drawing it, because like I have bigger visions than maybe what I'm capable of drawing, you know? But I think I'm at a point where I feel pretty good, but also it'll still, you know, I'll still have challenges in it, but it will show like some of my best features of what I'm capable of drawing, you know. And then I could really work on like the story, because I know I know I have some serious whatchamacallit, weaknesses in writing a story with characters. But you know, I don't want to overdo it. At the end of the day, you need to actually do the work and like practice in it in order for you to I think I'm gonna make this belt back. In order for you to get better, like if you don't practice into it, you'll never get better, you know? I don't know what it is today, but like the pens are like extra juicy. There you go. And I think that'll be good. Okay. I made her very different, right? She's very delicate. Okay, I think I want this one to be a green one. Yeah. See if I could. I see I have the character to the side. I just need to like rotate it. So I'm still like visualizing how I want. Skip this out. Okay. Yeah, I'm still deciding how I want to rotate like her face or her head or whatnot. So, okay. Let's see if I can get this. If I can get her right. I think right? I think that's how her head. No, it's longer, so it's shorter here. Okay. Okay, there you go. I got her head. Okay. Shit. Huh. Yeah. I think. Should we give her a bit of lipstick? I did make her green, right? I did make her hair green. Okay. Need a little eraser. I think it's because it's the back of the paper. You may not be able to see it clearly, but I'm only lightly erasing, so you could still see like a very thin, like, or very light version of the lines. Okay. There you go. Beautiful. Try to make her a little bit older. I may have made her neck. I did make their necks too long. Let's just shorten it out then. There you go. Let's do that with her ears. Okay. I guess I am going to be pretty focused on drawing in this stream. But if you have any thoughts you want me to chat about, let me know. I'm probably going to edit this eye once I get into the inking stage. It's like very old anime style. People with the long necks. There you go. Hmm. 0.8. I need like a regular 0.5 or 0.4. Mm. Ah, yeah, it really is being weird. This one working. This one works. Or it doesn't. I guess I'll throw away this pen. I guess so. Mm-hmm. I have a lot of old pens. That sounds like a horror. I Don't Starve Together. Is it like a comedy or something? No, let's keep this for the face here. Give it that old. I don't know why, but I'm going more and more to that old like shoujo style. That's true. I don't think I want to make my style of drawing like cool guy, like cool shonen. Even though I do read shonen, it's not like most of their styles I'm into replicating, even though it's more than some of the shoujo styles. But I don't see myself replicating it. You know what I mean? I just don't. Okay. Well then, much appreciate for hanging out and playing with your little nephew. I should be more careful with this since this is black hair. I'm telling you, there's something up with my ink pen right now. Made it highly stylized. Well, that would kind of scare me. It's a little bit too close to reality. All right. Okay. I think that'll be good. Okay. Let's add some highlights on her hair. A quick black and white, or not like black hair or dark hair. We marked out some of the highlights here. We'll do some cross hatching into it. Make sure it looks a little bit real. Some aesthetically pleasing. This is very simple actually. Keeping some outline of her eyes. Honestly, you could like stroke the whole thing instead of making it solid, but it's like very old, like old school. And it will eat up your whatchamacallit. It'll eat up your pens. Oh wow, so it's almost like it's a horror of eco-friendliness kind of thing. Like if we don't take care of our home, we're done for. That actually sounds like almost a scary but cute game for a young mind to learn. Kind of reminds me of when me and my brother played Harvest Moon way back when. And since then, we're just like, we need to figure out how to garden. Like the first year my brother was in his home, he's like, and I'm going to plant a bunch of apples and blueberry and raspberries and stuff like that. He's like, we're planting. For me, I planted a bunch of bananas, gingers, and sweet potatoes. Like easy stuff, you know, you don't, because it growing stuff is hard. I know, that sounds cute. I don't play games much anymore, but it sounds like something that I would have checked out. In my mind right now, I'm just thinking that, you know, I should draw boys, but I'm like, with guys, if I don't like pre-plan what they look like, then I start to be like, I can't draw it. I'll draw more guys, I promise. I think I'll just put that as like my New Year's resolution. Design more guys. made her olive. I find that funny. There you go. Nothing like randomly putting lipstick to make a woman look like a woman, right? 'Cause even though I don't wear lipstick, I mean, if it's really, really required of a special occasion, but like I'm not really good at wearing makeup. Okay. All right. Fresh page. Let's see here. So that was, what was that one? What number was that one? 18. Yeah. So we'll do 19 and 20 for the night. Maybe I should attempt at least one guy, right? We should do that. One guy. 19, 20. Oh. A guy. A male. I need to draw a male. A male character. A male character. A male character. I feel like, okay, I have an old male character. You know, it's actually kind of embarrassing to draw like an old fantasy character of yours. Because I don't do that anymore. Let me double check. I'm mining my old sketchbook now. Let me double check. If I got anything. Let me just give me a second. Let me go through this. Eventually, I need to get back into this. Okay. Not on this one. See if I have anything in here. I do have him, but I kind of, especially if it's not a webcomic that I'm going to draw all that much. Oh, it goes upside down. Huh. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to draw. No. We'll do that a whole nother day. Okay. That's a no. That's a no. Oh, I know what I could do. I think I could draw like a male version of something that I've already drawn. There's some of the stuff that is like, it's so funny. It's like distinctively like, okay. Oh man, I guess I did only draw like girls for everything. Double check my Google Drive, see if I got anything there. Projects. I think I might have I might have something here. Let's see. Do I have any in here? Okay, I think I could do this guy. We can do this guy. It was red though. Let's get real close, shall we? Okay. I tell you, the whole drawing guy thing is not typical to me. The neck is too short, or rather, it's too. Let's see if I got this right. Okay. Me and my sci-fi. Well, the next thing I'm gonna draw anyways is gonna be sci-fi anyhow. All right. Okay. Let's get this done. His ear is a little bit too far back down, I think. You can see my lack of confidence of drawing, guys. Okay. We're going to leave it as that. Okay. I'm sure most, especially people on social media, want to like show their best side, but I accept the fact that I know I can't draw everything, which is why everybody, like, not everybody, why am I sounding like, which is why I have a couple, just a few, just, less than half a dozen of people may ask me for like help or tutorials on things, and I'm like, I can't help you because it's the truth. I don't think I'm the best to teach certain things, I know some people will be like, it's okay, you could teach in your own style, but I just feel like there's just certain things like, you could, I think, bow out like gracefully and just like, here's a link to a far better resource than just saying that, hey, draw like this or do like this, when it's not about being humble, and it's not about having confidence. It's just steering people in the right direction, we I think yeah, like, I feel like for some reason, us humans, we human beings tend to be like one of the extreme. You either extremely like lack of any self-confidence, and then you have the extreme of better than everybody, and it's like it's okay to have a good balance. There's things that we're strong at doing, and then there's things that we're not as good as. I was having this conversation with my mom especially when it comes to like the workplace. It's like, I think we're at a point, maybe not for every country, but like at least here in the United States, we're at a point in our like work culture society that being a jack of all trades is just not a good idea. Like, being able to overly multitask is all it does is like you become like okay at something, but not like an expert at something. And I think we really need, especially how complex some things are in the world, like you need an expert. You know what I mean? But for some reason, culturally, we just kind of just don't allow for people to be experts. They are just like, because we're just surviving. And they don't allow for experts when we need experts. We need someone who's very much dedicated and understand their field with some overlap. You want some flexibility, but if you want to get like the best results possible, you you need to allow for like people to like become actual, to get good at certain things. I don't know where to place his eyes. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. All right. This is such a particular hairstyle. I don't know where I came up about it, but I did. All right. All right. Let's add some more black and white. Yeah, they keep on asking for more and more things, and it's like you realize that these are like 10 jobs, like to get any good, which kind of goes back to that whole AI thing. Like the only reason why people even think that AI is good enough is because you're needing like a bajillion and one things out of one person, you know. For example, like we we're illustrating, right? We draw here. We all draw or do some kind of creative craft here, right? I like to sew, or rather, I like the idea of sewing. And I'll do some basic stuff, but I'm not gonna be some grand coutier, yeah, or anything like that. On the flip side, like, yeah, we illustrate here, but it's not everything that I draw is my specialty. Um, or that just because I know how to do Adobe doesn't mean that like all of a sudden, not Adobe, Photoshop, that all of a sudden, oh, well then you can do some like animations, right? It's not the same. Or like, oh, you're a designer, you use Adobe, can you make me a logo? It's like it's not the same, guys. There, I did, guys. I drew a guy. I drew a guy. Not just any guy, but a guy. Thing is, I haven't decided what the color is on this character, hence why I'm not like shading him out. It's mostly, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll use him for something or something. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't think that far. Okay. I did a guy. I did a guy. Okay. Ooh. All right. And then last, who shall this be? Who shall it be? Oh, it's 6:42. I did say I was going to be here for about an hour, so. That means I'm short by 3 designs. Okay. And I'm going to come back on perhaps Wednesday or Thursday morning. I don't know. And then maybe the 31st. Yeah, I especially with also not just with logos, but now everybody's expecting you to do UI or interface, and it's just, I mean, it's not super technical per se if you have a general understanding of the basics of design, but it just is not, you know? Like your accountant can't be your lawyer in case something happens. Or like they want you to do UI, they want you to do web design, they want you to do motion graphics, they want you to be able to edit videos for social media posts. It's like, and they all want you to do it for like less than $20 an hour. You want a whole studio in one person. I'm trying to think of who should I draw as my last person. Let me double check. See if I got any more original characters that I can mine in my few drawings. No, not this one. Axiom. I already draw Axiom before. Ooh. In reaction, I guess infinite. Did I do anything for privilege? Okay, I have some cute character designs here. Oh man, I'm looking at some really bad drawing of mine. No, instead we're gonna go with this. Okay. Let's see if I can get her stuff correct. Okay. I think I got her correct. I'm drawing from a very old, like, whatchamacallit, style guide right here. See if I can get this be correct. Whew. This one's a tough one. I decided to do a very tough design. There you go. Her face shape is a bit off. Her face shape is a bit off. Yeah, so it needs to open up wide. I'll correct that during the inking. Oh. Okay, so we'll correct this because her face is not just a bit. Her face is very off. It's this eye, really. It's this eye and that cheek. And then that way we'll close it off to a good night, right? The sun has set by now. Let's give her a smaller, thin line. I'm so close to the camera. Okay. It's a sleepy stream today. Sleepy stream today. I'm like drawing right up on the camera. Might be like I'm trying to like get the last bit of it. Okay. This is actually a pretty complicated outfit. We're gonna close it out with something nice. Very Sailor Moon-esque. Type hair. Okay. She has a black collar, so we gave her a black collar, even though it might make her neck be a weird shape. Okay. And let's add some shade here. Give it a little bit of 3-dimension. Okay, so she has some lace here. This is from like my James Bond, like Edwardian style story, but in space. So that's why it looks like that. Just make sure that this is done properly. I don't know, maybe for like fashion sense sake, I might do that. It's like because I have quite a bit of whatchamacallit, styling from that show. Not show, from that series of mine, a show. You know, I did this thing just to see at anime conventions if people would think that I did fan art. Because I would design the characters so complex, and people were like, "Wait a minute, where's that? What show is that?" And I'd be like, "It's no show. It's just mine. It's just me designing characters. So I should probably like draw something for fun like that." But then I realized why certain animes got really simple, because I tell you right now, it is a pain to redraw that. My cats are making a mess out there. All right. She has light hair, so. Mm. Give me a second. I think my cat's about to do something. Never mind. My cat was just being stupid. Um, I no, I didn't. I mean, I'm just not like that much of an otaku to care to be going to conventions. Cause I'm not into that high stimulation thing. And conventions has a very different, like, how should I say? They're kind of like, their focus is not my focus. So I prefer art, like find something new and unique. And even then, I'm not the type to spend my money right then and there when I find something that I like. I like to follow it for a little bit. And then afterwards, I will go and, once I do develop an understanding of the artist and the work that they do, and I'm like, you know what, I'd like to collect this. That's how I am. Whereas anime convention is all about, like, anime conventions or conventions in general is very much basically if you put social media in real life, and it's really all about, who's popular, what's popular, um, and yeah, I just the stuff that I like is just not popular enough. The stuff that I like is just not popular enough. So I just accept the fact that but then again, that could be just a cop out on my end. I just don't feel like having that kind of energy. I just don't have that kind of energy to go to a convention full time like that. I don't like hauling my stuff, and I'm not into voice actors. Um, I'm not into I'm not into drawing fan art. Um, I'm not into buying fan art. Um, what else happens in those conventions? Video games. Like, I'm very much buy the art book and then be done with it kind of thing. I'm not into, like, yeah. Mm. She ended up being very pretty. She she's like a character-ish, one of the sisters from a story called Privilege, which is like James Bond meets Edwardian fashion mecha Giant Floating Robots Space Opera Odyssey. It was just meant to be a comic to be very pretty, and I'm not that skilled at drawing, so. Yeah, and even then, like sometimes it's not like they although later on they did start to have a lot more artists coming to the conventions, but I think even the artists are just kind of like, unless you're super top, even the artists felt like it cost them too much time and money. And then if you're too famous, um, and you work on a project, you just don't have time to like go to a convention, you know? Because it's very tiring to go to a convention. Like you have to prep yourself before you go, and then you have to build in some time to recover after you're gone. And I haven't really gotten sick from a convention, but I can imagine if I was popular, I'd probably get sick because everybody would want to come and say hi to me, you know? So that's that. It's just not my thing. So, hello, Glitz and Glam. How are you? I'm actually just about to skedaddle. The sun has set and the dishes have been washed, but I'll probably come in on Wednesday because I'll be flying out. And then probably the Monday after, the 31st, we shall see. We shall see. But hopefully you get a chance to stop on by then too, okay? This week's video, I think it's gonna be like a speed up of this, but it's gonna be, I think I'm gonna rant about Adobe products in general. That's what I'll do, and then eventually get myself to working on the video for how to draw feathers and leathers and stuff like that. I'm having a very lazy Sunday. I really had to fight myself to come in. It's not like I don't like drawing, but just some days like I've eaten so much junk food in the last couple of days where you're just like nothing is getting me stimulated, you know? I ate candy, I ate chips, I ate fried chicken. I drink a lot of coffee and still all I want to do is just like veg out for a week. But you know what? Doing these streams does get me into like thinking about, oh, I should do my stuff. I should do some drawings and stuff. So I may or may not revisit this story because it just sounds like it would be such a headache to draw. But you know what? It'd be kind of fun for the challenge to just be like make a whole story, make a story that doesn't has a really good story, but it'll be damn beautiful, you know? So I might need to commission someone to do like a couple of like 3D some 3D mechas that I could use to like rotate and turn around. I don't know. I guess I'll be looking up tutorials tonight. So, by the way, are you like a relatively new subscriber? Because I don't think I recognize your icon. If you have been here for a while, forgive me. People are being noisy outside. Okay, let's see. Right now, I'm just adding some outline for her here. Okay, that's it. think that's it. Ooh, she looked gorgeous with this hair. She ended up being like Miss Goldilocks. My honest opinion of, to be honest, I'm pretty good at living under the rock. I know YouTube, what happened with the art community is what happened with another community, which is like the natural hair beauty community. And the point is, in order for people to get clicks and engagement, people basically all has turned into a drama channel, essentially. Like that's what had happened. You know, some of the times I'm seeing some of the titles of some of these things, and then you actually listen to the video, and that's what has happened. Like, you know, I appreciate everyone who subscribed to me, who engage my videos, who like my videos, who come in, and who, you know, like art for art, you know, and just have fun. But there's a reason why my channel isn't growing up to a certain point, you know, and I just don't have the energy to waste on things that at the end of the day, I'm just grateful for what I have. And it's not to say that the topics that are discussed are not important. It's just gotten to a point where you could only fight so many fights. You can't fight like a war on multiple fronts, basically. That's basically it. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, a lot of the topics, unless it's dealing with like theft and stuff where you can actually do some kind of legal actions, a lot of the topics would just work if people just did not even bother to make videos or retweets about it. That's basically it. Like, someone is tracing something, ignore them. That's basically the best thing you can do. But everyone wants to like, oh, so and so traced that. I know I've made videos about AI and all that stuff, but it's mostly because it was like I wanted to add something else that people haven't talked about. But it's not like I'm going to be like, oh my God, AI is going to take our jobs and things like that. Now, the art theft is true, which is what I added to the community tabs. But after that, it's like, I just would like more of us to just draw, you know, just draw. Like, really just focus on drawing, enjoy drawing, improving our drawing, draw more. Because I mean, all it takes is like a bad slip and fall, and you know, you don't know what you have until you lose it. So that's how I feel about the art community or the beauty community or any community that just devolve into lowest common denominator. It's like, I mean, it's a real issue. These are all real issues, but at the same time, they don't hold as much weight as other things in my life. You know, you know, getting upset at someone doing something weird with art is not as serious to me as making sure that I'm able to take care of my friends and my family, basically. So, anyways, I'm going to end it here, folks. Gentle folks, we're ending it here. I think that's a good closeout. Like, we're going to enjoy drawing, you know, and don't put too much pressure on it. Just draw and don't look for other validation when it comes to drawing and making art. You know, if someone says something, because I mean, I've deleted some comments too, because it's like if they say something that is just like, it ain't really worth anything, just take it off. You know, just draw what you like. I don't care if you draw the same thing over and over again. I don't care if you draw the exact same face or the exact same pose. Did you enjoy drawing? Enjoy drawing. Now, if you're going to go get a job, maybe that might be different. But if it's just for you, like it's just entertainment, you know. If I don't like something, I'll just turn off. So hopefully you do actually enjoy my stuff. Or at least enjoy the chill atmosphere, even though sometimes I might randomly show my age of being 30 something years old. So anyways, hope you guys had a good night. I'm signing off. Have a good night. Good night. Good night. If I can get this to work.